I was expecting a lot from this trip. I thought it was gonna be a lot. I thought that kayaking trips were gonna be a lot longer.
I think that the crossing was gonna be pretty hard, but I feel that it was a lot easier to do than I thought it was gonna be.
It was more fun and better than I expected it to be. So I didn't really think that it would be that good, but it was pretty fun. I like it. It's good.
My favorite experience on this trip was kayaking around the north end of the island and Bishop and Tulai tipping over.
The night kayak with the plankton, that was super cool, seeing the glow. And going around the north side of the island and seeing all the wildlife and being in a single kayak was super fun.
Kayaking in the dark and seeing the glowing algae.
My favorite part of this trip was probably just the fact that we were able to make it all the way over here. It was pretty tough.
Things like jumping off the bridges and the rocks and just swimming around with our friends.
My favorite part was probably the night paddle. I think it was really cool seeing the stars and the moon and the sparkles in the water. And then also jumping off the bridge on like the first day was also really fun.
I think my favorite part of the trip was probably just the initial crossing from Orcas to Sucia. Just cause like it was hard, but that just made it feel really good when we did it. And I really enjoyed that.
Well, I'm just surprised I still have energy after that long kayak thing.
The best part of the trip so far, I really did like the night kayak, the devotional that happened first with the Jim Lovell. That was a very cool story about how he was following his aircraft because of his aircraft carrier because of the sparkling blue algae, and then going out in the kayaks and just dipping your hand in the water and watching sparkling algae. That was very cool, very pretty.
The hardest part was kayaking around the island because it was kind of hard because mostly there was a lot of waves and it was your kayak a lot, so you could like had more. You had to have like more strength, and it was really hard. I just kept pushing myself, pushing harder and harder. It's a life-changing experience.
They were young, but determined, full of courage, like no one's ever seen into battle. They were led by Gila men, outnumbered by their enemy. By the grace of God, not one soul was lost, for they obeyed every single word, and they had faith in every everything they heard. And when they fought the way their mothers taught, and knew that they knew and never doubted. They were young but strong and still 2000. They stood up for liberty and all good things. They fought for their lives, not afraid to die, for they obeyed every single word, and they had faith in everything they heard. And when they fought the way their mothers taught, and knew that they knew and never doubted. They were young but strong and still 2000. The field is white, we're ready to show. We'll go where you want us to go, and we'll obey every single word, and we'll have faith in everything we've learned. And when we fight, we'll fight with grace and heaven's light. Move forward with faith and never doubt it. We are young but strong, the army of God. They were young but strong and forever 2000.
I'm gonna remember kayaking across the ocean the first time. That was an experience. Going from smooth, calm lakes to not wild waves, but waves, running water, jumpy water on a boat. That was both nerve-wracking and exciting. I'm gonna remember all the games of scum we played and how angry that made all of us.
I think I'll remember all the cool wildlife we saw, like the seals and the starfish and the algae that we could see in the dark, and plankton.
I'm gonna tell them about the night kayak because it was like the best part, because it shows how there's always light, that you always need light in your life.
20 years from now, I want to remember spending time with my young men's group and leaders, and having a great time with them on the San Juans.
Well, probably all the hiking I've done. Like, sometimes it's just good to just go on a little stroll to think about stuff. So,
I think I'll remember how challenging the kayaking is, but how fun it is at the same time. And then just how fun it is being out on an island.
Big waves. I didn't expect that many waves to be in the water. I thought it was just gonna be like an easy lake kayak, but you gotta put like more strength into it.
This trip has brought me closer to God by seeing more how He has done stuff to my life by keeping me safe throughout this trip.
This trip brought me closer to God because this is God's creation.
The devotionals at night have really helped strengthen my testimony.
Well, it's nice to know that God will keep us safe, because if we capsize out in the water or a small storm rolls in, it's nice to know that He'll keep us safe.
Probably just seeing all this nature, it just really is powerful to me, knowing that like God created all of this. And on the night paddle, when I was looking at the moon and the stars and how bright they were, it kind of reminded me of the three kingdoms of glory, and how like the plan of salvation, how it all ties into this.
This trip has brought me closer to God because I get to see the nature and His, like, it kind of lets me reflect on like this plan. They sent us here to Earth to live and live the gospel and bring others to the gospel, and how much He loves us because of this amazing world He's given us.
This trip has brought me closer to God by helping me notice all of the things that He's done for me, and helping me notice His hand in my life, and seeing how He has blessed me and made my life better.
There's definitely been a couple times when I was a little worried just in planning and also kayaking, and said a little prayer for comfort, and I really felt that. It's helped me really realize that I can rely on them for like comfort and peace when things are hard.
I feel like reassured and safe that I won't, after we do like the devotionals, and that I won't tip over. I'm safe and protected. Learned a lot and saw a lot of examples of what He's done, how we sometimes don't even realize how like thankful we are, and what He's done for us.
I feel like it's probably gotten stronger because this is very challenging, like mentally and physically, just kayaking as much as we have been. And so it's nice to have Him to rely on for strength. It changed my testimony by showing that, because I know He has that plan, and that He's thought out that plan so well that as we follow it, it will bring us back to Him.
My relationship with Heavenly Father has changed. I feel like it's grown a lot deeper because I've had a lot more time to like contemplate and think without a bunch of distractions of like my phone or my siblings and stuff like that. So I've just had more time to think on past promptings, on what I want to do in the future, on what some of the lessons in the devotionals have meant throughout the week and things like that.
It's changed because I realized that He's always watching you, and He'll help you like get through like your obstacles.
They were young but strong and forever. 2000